Hey you! Today we have the White Ranger from Dino Thunder, the Legacy collector figure. It looks kind of really cool. Got some things with it there already that I was told and that I've seen, but let's have a look at the figure. First of all, we have this really nice package design. We've got the window open here so you can see Trent, and then obviously we've got part of the Megazord for the builder part. Then we've got "You've Got the Power" sticker, and then it says Bandai, White Ranger, nothing there. Really cool. Now this looks really cool. This is the part where I'm going to talk about. You've got the other kind of like the Psycho Rangers, and then we've got nothing there. Window, Power Rangers at the top, information at the bottom. So yeah, let's have a look at this bad boy and open them up. So here is Trent, the White Dino Ranger. I know what's wrong, and I didn't think that Bandai would be this bad, but we'll get to it in a minute. So when we come to the front of the figure, the visor looks okay. They've put a bit of detail in getting the black here and then the red dot. I actually generally thought they would have left that. Here we have like the black of his like the kind of spikes, which look fine to me. And then you've got the ones here. The gold is a bit kind of meh, especially when you see the one in the picture. You think, oh, it's going to be a lighter gold. I still think it looks okay. It kind of goes with it, but meh, there's nothing I can really do, not unless I repaint it myself. You can see that it's definitely a shield. You've got the black. Now, one thing I will point out is I'm not really happy. I don't think you can probably see it on the camera, but just there, I might zoom in on edit. Here, it just feels like it's too rough, and it feels like it's really off-putting, and you can see the line going all the way down into it, and it kind of puts the figure off. Well, to me at least, but on this side it looks absolutely fine. I thought it'd be rounder and smoother, but meh, what can we do? So I do like the fact that the black always comes down here. The shield does really kind of like stand out. And we've got standard ball joints. We've got the kind of the blackness here that works really well. So let's have a look at the next part. I really kind of like the belt. I had to put this on myself, which is fine. As you can see, we've got the blackness around on the legs, which feels really cool. Joints a little bit loose. I generally thought that it'd be a tiny bit tighter, but not much. One thing that really annoyed me is this leg, because in the box it's like he's standing and posing. I really wish Bandai just didn't pose them in the boxes, did them like the Fig Art or the Figma stuff where it's just flat, because obviously if it's going to be in the box for such a long time, it's gonna start kind of molding to it, and for a while this did, so it kind of like it started to come out. But the black goes all the way down the legs. The gold could have been a tiny bit better here. The morpher on the box is silver, but this is white, so you can obviously paint it yourself, but I've just also noticed that they've kind of skimped out, because as far as I remember, and it's even on the packaging, these aren't even painted. These should be black, and that's kind of a, I can understand if gold was really expensive, but I don't think black is, and this is really kind of disheartening for the sort of figure it is. So you think that they would have put black there and there, and for a UK exclusive at the moment, you kind of think they would really kind of put effort into it, not kind of like scrimp and save. It just feels like meh to Bandai at the moment. I'm really looking forward to Hasbro coming in. I mean, if you can put black here on the legs there to actually work in, you think you could paint these things black at least? So let's have a look at the bottom part, and I am not happy with this. I think this has possibly got to be kind of really annoying for this sort of figure. Now, first of all, in the box, his leg looks like he's kind of like broken it, and it's stepping out. I really don't like this. The gold is fine. There's nothing I can do. But one thing that really annoys me is here. Here is meant to be black. Here is meant to be black, and it just feels like they couldn't be bothered with it. I'm kind of just annoyed that they let us leave the factory, all of them, and to me it's just not worth it. Obviously you've got the detail of the legs down here, which fine, it just, these little things annoy me a lot, like really annoy me, and especially when it says on the box, I can't see it, but it says super detail. It's like, no, it's not. You've not really put much detail in this. You've just gone slap bang, there we go. Looking at the back, man, that annoys me. They should have been black. I really wish I had a black Sharpie or some paint where I would just go over the figure. The gold seems to bleed into the foot, into the boot, which I'm not really kind of happy about, but meh. Now, when looking at the joints here, number, don't know why they've painted it. They could have put it under the shield or something. But here, the joints just seems out of place. Like when you try and stand them up properly, like stand them out, it feels like this one's warped. And again, it's just, he looks like he's leaning to one side. I really don't like that. I think it's very lazy, and again, I don't know why Bandai are putting them in boxes, in poses, should I say. You know, it kind of goes up, you see the gold, it's absolutely fine. It kind of really works well. This is what annoys me the most. You've put the detail in here, but this is meant to be black. So it just, it feels really lazy, like you couldn't be bothered with it, and that really, really annoys me. You can tell just in the voice. I'm trying to keep calm. You know, the gold goes around, but seriously, you could have painted these black. And for something that you say on the box is super detailed, I feel no. You know, I don't know if that's meant to be white down there. I can't really remember with the figure. But just looking at it, it's just kind of really meh. One thing before I forget is I noticed that in your picture, here is meant to be gold. So if we put side by side, here is meant to be kind of like black at little parts. Now, you know, if you can get it done in your prototype, why can't you get it done here? You know, it kind of feels very, you know, look at the shiny, amazing stuff, but you don't get it. You just meh. You don't get it. Let's have a look at the stress test. Let's look at the feet, because I feel like this figure is not going to be the best. So the feet go all the way around. That's fine. Turn it back. All the way around. Not too bad. They both move up and down like so. Let's look at that. Now this is what I kind of thought, oh, wouldn't work very well. So you can see the leg moves all the way around like so. Goes around. Then now the arms obviously are considered. See, that feels really, it shouldn't feel like that. It feels very kind of loose. So obviously we can't go around because of the shield. Or we can, oh no, we can move it around. Like so. Arms bend, which is fine. This just feels really, really loose. I really don't like it. Hands move around on the ball joint. Like, this goes round, which is fine. Very loose. Bends okay. Hand moves around. So head moves up and down. So black there, that's fine. So the head is kind of, oh no, it can go all the way around. Just like so. And it can move up and down. So my final thoughts on this figure is that this, to me, is not even worth the money. If it was something like £10, wholeheartedly yes, but for the amount of money that they're charging, I think I paid £21 or £22 for this. And to be honest, this is a figure that I was excited about, but now I just kind of wish, meh. You know, I just wish I saved my money. To me, the painting on some of the figure is fine. The black here, fine. The gold I could kind of understand, but I wish it was the gold that was actually in the promotional thing at the back, where this is kind of a more brown gold. The painting, like on some of the parts, should have been easy. It should have been on the hands, it should have been on the back, and it should have been on the actual boots. I don't know why they decided just to go, we don't care anymore. You kind of think that if this is due to the Hasbro takeover, and the fact is that they didn't want to bring out a quality product and they don't care anymore, then to me that's very kind of poor, because you want to make as much money before this ends. That's how I see it. But to be honest, like, you know, if you can get little tiny spots on the helmet you know, the little red eyes, and then you can't paint something quite big as black, then what are you even doing? You know, stop the line. That's what I would do. The Megazord part you get, which I showed, which is here, that's fine. The weapon should have been a lot better, and it should have been painted very similar to how the promotional thing at the back was. So yeah, not really happy with this figure, and I'm glad that I've stopped collecting the Legacy line now. So yeah, not happy. The only next figure that I'm going to be getting is Lord Draken. That's at the Palmorphicon, so I really hope that that's actually quite well detailed, but we all know that it's Tommy, so it will be. So yeah, I'm not happy about this figure. So Rangers, your question of the day is, what do you think about White Dino? Do you like it? Do you not? Would you get this yourself? Or do you agree with me that the painting should have been slightly better? Let me know down below in the comments, and if you've liked this video, like, favorite, comment, and consider subscribing. Check out all the other videos on the channel. If you want to help out the channel on Patreon, link is in the description down below. And as always, Rangers, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in a bit.